Happy Heretic Front Yard. Today is the beginning of an experiment, and I wanted to get before and after shots because if it works, miracle of miracles, that would be amazing. But the dogs do not like me coming out without them. This is what has happened to my knockout roses. They're supposed to deadhead themselves, but they really don't, by the way. Or at least mine don't. So their first big bloom is over, although these things bloom all season. But I have several plants that they've got rust. And then, well, first let me get a wide shot because that was kind of the point of the videos. I wanted people to understand. It was like, oh, just go pull the bad leaves off. But let's talk about how many of these things I have. I do not know if it's practical for me to remove every leaf that has a problem by hand. Those have really thinned out over there. Now this is interesting. Over here at the end, as you can see, I didn't even finish cleaning out the beds over here. I have done very little to it, but they get much more sun. And I think these are actually okay as long as I can stop it from spreading. I may not have to do much over here because these leaves look fine. Obviously didn't trim these back enough, but at this point they're doing so well. That is a tree that I cannot get out by myself, so I need some help on that one. But no, and then the closer we get to the porch where there's shade, the more trouble we start to have. So this, you see the leaves? Again, the closer to the porch, the more trouble with the leaves. I think it's the shade. I think these are getting too much shade. Because this is where all the problems are. Luckily, I'm not actually sure what this is yet. It doesn't feel like a fungus. It's not looking or acting like a fungus. I guess it could be. Whereas over here, this has the same thing, but then we have another problem. Inside, we definitely have rust. And I think that is a product of staying wet. I'm not wearing shoes or gloves, so this is gonna go poorly. There were some other ones, but I don't want to get too far in there. So I think maybe I will prune this one just a little bit, not too much, but I've got to get all up under here and remove all of the debris. I'm gonna have to cut this back because when I pruned at the beginning of the year, and my guess is anybody who pruned before, whoever lived here before, that doesn't look like it's been cleaned out in quite some time. And since I have rust, I can't control the spread of the spores unless I clean all of it out. And there's absolutely none in the far bed, so maybe that means less work. So that's good. There's some more. So, although this is getting full sun and it does have it, I'm not sure what the deal is. Okay, so I'm taking a video so we can see what everything looked like before I get started. And I forgot what today is. We'll mark the date and see if I can get this problem fixed. I've gotten tons of advice. I did a lot of research on YouTube and extension, well, actually university sites about fungus and roses and different types of pests and things like that. So hopefully with all of it, we can get something done. I'm optimistic. Knockout roses are supposed to be incredibly hardy. And like I said, they're mostly finished with their first blooms and they're sort of semi-resting. If I go ahead and do it now, May's not even over. Knockout roses bloom on new growth, not old growth. So I should be able to get this done. It's gonna take a lot of work, but they're just so stunning. I can't lose the whole season. So wish me luck, everybody. Happy Heretic. Front garden. Like it if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see what crazy thing I'm up to on any given day.